friends, it's Miss Izzy here. Today I thought I could talk to you about our 5 senses and how they work. Our 5 senses are our sense of sight, our sense of hearing, our sense of smell, our sense of touch, and our sense of taste. So the first sense I want to talk to you about is our sense of sight. How is it that we can use our eyes to see things? Well, in your eye, you have your pupil, which is the black dot in the middle of your eye. And around your pupil is your iris, which is the color part of your eye. Now, in your eye, you have lots of lenses. Light from something you are looking at passes through these lenses and goes to the back of your eye, where there are special cells called the retina that send the messages of light to your brain, where your brain can figure out what you're looking at. Okay, friends, I really want you to understand what Miss Izzy is talking about. And cells are something that I'm going to be talking a lot about. Cells are teeny tiny things that make up our entire body. And we have so many different cells. We have hair cells, we have skin cells, and inside our body, we even have blood cells. The next sense I want to talk about is our sense of hearing. And we use our ears to hear. Now, our ears are a very sensitive part of our body because our ears pick up sounds. Now, to understand how our ears pick up sound, we have to talk about what sound is. So, sound is created or happens when something vibrates, which means it moves back and forth really fast. So, I'm going to hit my glass bottle and see if you can hear the sound. Did you hear that? So, what happened when I hit my glass bottle is a sound wave. A sound wave was created. Now, this special wave, you can't see it. You can only hear it with your ears. When the sound wave enters your ear, it goes to something in your ear called your eardrum. And when the sound wave reaches your eardrum, remember the sound wave is a vibration, something moving back and forth really fast. When it reaches your eardrum, it makes your eardrum vibrate as well. And that sends a message all the way up to your brain, where your brain can think, that was the sound of something hitting glass. Or, that was the sound of a dog barking. So, we've talked about our sense of sight and our sense of hearing. And now I'm going to talk about our sense of smell. We can smell through our nose by breathing in the air around us. Now, how do we smell? Well, in our nose, we have special cells. Remember, cells are things that make up our body. These special cells live high up in our nose, and inside of them is something really cool. Inside of them is something called odor receptors, and odor means smell. So these odor receptors can pick up the smell that we're breathing in through our nose, and it carries it to our brain, where our brain can decide if it's a bad smell or a really good smell or a really yummy smell. Let's talk about our sense of touch. Our sense of touch is so important. Not only can we feel soft, fluffy animals, but it also helps to tell us if we're in danger. Our sense of touch can tell us if something is sharp or hot or cold or bumpy. So, this is how our sense of touch works. When you go to touch something, you're touching it with your skin. And your skin is made up of, can you guess? Cells. And in these cells, we have something called sense receptors. Just like the odor receptors in our nose that can send messages to our brain about smells. The sense receptors in our skin can send messages to our brain about the things we're touching. Isn't that so amazing? Okay, friends, the last sense I'm going to talk about is our sense of taste. On your tongue, you have taste buds, and your taste buds are made up of tiny, tiny hairs that are so super tiny you can't even see them with your eyes. Okay, and these tiny hairs are important because they can tell your brain what you're tasting. They can tell your brain if you're tasting something sour or something sweet. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I hope you have a wonderful day.